I was there doing my stock market portfolio review for 2019. It's a series that I've been making kind of every month, seeing how my portfolio has done. And now we've got to the end of 2019. We're going to have a look back and see how my stock market portfolio has done. And as always, guys, the aim is to try and beat the S&P 500, which on this channel we've been able to do for the last 2 years. So hopefully we're going to make it 3 years in a row. And obviously we're doing okay on the previous video. So we'll see how we ended up finishing 2019. Before we take a look at my portfolio, guys, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a like, these are Patreons, link down below. Any funds that do go to it goes to improving the information I can give you by improving the channel with new lighting, new equipment, new microphone. So if you want to do that, guys, the link's down below. But what we'll do now is we'll get stuck into my stock market portfolio review for 2019. So on the left is all the company names that I've been investing in this year. There's even Constellation Brands and Apple there, but I've sold out of them early in the year, as you would have known if you were watching the videos. And then I've got all my month's return and the total and the S&P 500 at the bottom. So for December, we ended up with JD up 10%, Microsoft up 5%, J&J up 6%, Visa up 2%, that was Facebook up 3%, Walgreens finished about flat, CBRE Group was up about 6.8%, Carnival Corporation was up 13.8%, Alibaba was up 7.7%, Tesla had a great month, up 30%, Align Technology was pretty much flat, Altria was up 1.4%, Uber was up 1.9%. iRobot had a great month, the second best performing stock in December, which was up 20%, which is kind of annoying though at the same time because I wanted to buy a few more shares, but never mind. And there's my new entry, which I bought on Christmas Eve, which is Disney. So my best performing stock was Tesla on 65%, then it was JD.com on 48% and Microsoft on 46%. That gave us an end of year return of 34.74%, which is pretty good. As always, guys, the stocks are taken as equal size positions because these are stocks I recommend or that I buy. But on my portfolio, some stocks are a bit bigger than this. So for example, Microsoft is my biggest position. So overall, my actual portfolio was actually up about 40%. But for the terms of the channel and kind of using the stocks I recommend for you guys, yeah, that was up 34% our portfolio, and the S&P did 24%. All these kind of figures are taken from the 29th to the 28th because of the leap year in February. But yeah, we're up 34% and the S&P did 24%. So overall, a really good outperformance of the S&P for 3 years in a row, which is absolutely fantastic, and I'm really happy with those returns. So obviously we had a really fantastic year in 2019, another year to beat the S&P 500, and I'm really happy with the returns that I've got in 2019. Like I said at the start of the year, I kind of saw like a 10 to 15% kind of year. So we've done really well to kind of get to the, nearly the 35% year to date mark, which is fantastic. Going forward, any changes I'm going to make I'm looking at maybe selling some CBRE Group shares, maybe some Johnson & Johnson shares, and maybe some Tesla shares. And going forward, maybe a big position that might happen is Boeing. I'm going to take a bit of a deep dive really into Boeing over like the next week, and I'll probably make a video about it as well after I've done all my research into it and tell you what I think about it. But Boeing's one that I'm kind of interested in 2020, maybe opening a position back up in Boeing. But like I'll say, I'm going to make a deep dive video on that, and that's kind of portfolio wise, that's what I see selling and maybe something that I might buy. But that's kind of my portfolio for 2019, guys. And like I say, I'm really happy with the returns that we got this year. So it's another good year of making money, and that's why we all do it. We all invest in the stock market to make money. And there's not many investments where we get a 35% return in a year. So like I say, I'm really happy with that, guys. And I hope you had a really good 2019 with your portfolios as well, guys. If you could give the video a like, it'd be absolutely amazing. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in the next video.